Welcome to my channel Digital Challenge Academy with Rimanshu.
Hello everyone. We're surrounded by all this smart technology, but have you ever really stopped to think about how it actually works? Well, today, we're going to dive into the two main things that make it all happen. One is the Internet of Things, or IoT, and the second is the cloud. Cello, let's get started.
Okay, just imagine this scene. You're on your way home after a long day, stuck in that horrible evening traffic. It's so hot outside, and you're just thinking, if only the AC was on at home. And then what happens? You walk through the door, and the room is already perfectly cool. The AC is running. Is it some kind of magic? Not really. It's just some very clever technology working for you. So this magic we're talking about, it's all thanks to something called the Internet of Things, or IoT for short. This is the first and very important piece of our puzzle. Basically, it's all about how our normal, everyday things, the objects all around us, are now able to talk to each other. So what is this IoT exactly? It sounds very complex, no? But actually, the idea is quite simple. It's just a huge network of physical things. Think of your smartwatch, your car, even a light bulb, and they have these small sensors and software inside them. This helps them connect to the internet and share information or data. And this sharing of data is what makes them smart. Chances are you're already using IoT devices every single day, maybe without even thinking about it. That smartwatch or fitness band on your wrist that tracks your steps, that is IoT. The smart bulb in your room that you can control with your phone, change its color and all, that is also IoT. And nowadays, even our cars are connected to this big network. So how does all of this actually work? It seems complicated, but it's not. Please do one thing. Just remember these 3 simple steps, okay? First, there are sensors on the device. These collect data. For example, your location from your phone for the smart AC. Second, this data is sent over the internet to a place where it can be processed. And third, you have an app on your phone which lets you see this information and control the device. Simple, right? Right, so all these things, our watches, our cars, our ACs, they're all talking to each other all the time. They're generating so much data. A huge amount of data. So this brings up a very important question, huh? Where does all this conversation, all this data, actually go? And the answer to that question is the cloud. This is the second very crucial part of our story today. You can think of the cloud as a huge invisible storage space on the internet. It's where all the data from our IoT devices is kept, where it's processed, and where it's made useful. It's basically the brain for all our smart devices. This chart here explains the big difference very clearly. Remember the olden days? All our photos, all our files, everything was stored on our computer's hard drive. So if your computer was at home, you could only see your files at home. But with the cloud, everything is stored on internet servers. What does that mean for you? It means you can access your stuff from anywhere, on any phone, any laptop. It's a total game changer. So to define it properly, cloud computing is basically getting all your computing services, like servers, storage, everything, over the internet. Instead of buying your own big expensive servers and then having to maintain them, you can just rent them from big companies. It's like you don't build your own power plant. You just pay the electricity bill for what you use, right? It's the same idea. And this is the biggest benefit, really, the main advantage. All your photos, your important documents, your favorite songs, they're not stuck on one phone or one laptop anymore. You can be in the office, you can be on holiday, you can be anywhere, and you can still access all your data. This is the freedom that the cloud gives us. Okay, so coming to the next point, you see the cloud is not just one single thing. It actually has different layers, or what we call service models. Understanding these 3 layers is very, very important, especially if you're studying tech or preparing for a job interview. So pay close attention. The 3 main types are SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. As you can see here in this table, we have the 3 models. First up is SaaS, which stands for Software as a Service. This is basically ready-to-use software that you access over the internet. The best examples are Gmail or Facebook. You just use them, you don't manage anything behind it. Simple. Next is PaaS, Platform as a Service. This is for developers, for the people who build apps. It gives them a platform and tools to create their own applications. And finally, we have IaaS, or Infrastructure as a Service. This is like renting the basic building blocks, the servers, the storage. Very large companies use this to build their entire IT setup from scratch. For most of us, though, we are using SaaS every single day. All right, so we've covered all the main concepts of how these amazing technologies work together. Now, let's bring it back to you. It's your turn to look around and see this tech in your own life.
So, to summarize everything, just think of it like this. Your IoT devices are like your senses, your eyes, your ears. They are always collecting information from the world. And the cloud is like the brain. It takes all that information, it thinks about it, processes it, and then makes smart decisions. And when they work together like this, they make our lives so much easier and more connected. So, I will leave you with one final question. Think of it as a small homework assignment. As you go about the rest of your day, just look around you. Try to spot the IoT devices. My question to you is, what is one real-life IoT device that you have seen or maybe even used today? Think about it. I'm sure once you start looking, you will be surprised to see just how connected our world really is.